Yo, what's up? It's your boy Shiest Bubz, Grand Marshal, New York Cannabis. You're watching POSSETV. Being the Cannabis Grand Marshal of NYC for the first time in New York history came about by, I guess, this being the first year in New York Cannabis, so they was, doing background checks and checking people's resumes as far as the legacy market of who actually fit the resume, who had the resume basically to fill the shoes of being someone who actually has been out here in the weed industry and, progressively doing other things and, manifesting life-term dreams into this shit, That was this year in May. Being the Grand Marshal is basically, it was the Grand Marshal for the parade, for the Cannabis parade, you know what I'm saying? And it was basically a celebration for that too also, being the first Grand Marshal, being that this was the first year in 50 years that New York City was a part of the Cannabis parade that happened every year in New York since for the last 50 years, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a misconception because honestly, we wasn't cool at all. I'm not cool with the mayor, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really involved in politics, never have been. You dig what I'm saying? My appearances at the mayor's office was basically what I felt like anyone who was in cannabis in the legacy market going forward, becoming legal, should have been doing, which is, making yourself present at these meetings and these conversations about what it's gonna actually be. You understand what I'm saying? And having a voice, because coming from a place where we're voiceless, you dig what I'm saying? Finally getting a chance to have a voice is something important. You understand what I'm saying? I've been an advocate since I started in this shit 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, publicly, my advocacy was not something that was, televised. It wasn't about me being outside and advocating for cannabis. It was me basically trying to save my brothers in the hood, that in my community, from, doing more crimes for money. You know what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Like selling coke, heroin, you know what I'm saying? All the things that come with the underworld of being outside. So my advocacy was to those people in jail. People was going to jail, having people snitch on them for petty drugs. You know what I'm saying? When I say petty drugs, I mean the money is petty. You dig what I'm saying? And 5 grams of crack, you get 20 years. You know how that was back in the days, you know what I'm saying? So to find a new way through cannabis, a gift of God, you know what I'm saying? It was something that I've been advocating forever to my brothers. Like, yo, stop doing that. Just do this if you really just about money. You know what I'm saying? If that's your lifestyle, then do you, whatever's best for you. But no one wants to target their own community. You know what I'm saying? My journey in cannabis has been, like I said, publicly for 20 years. 20 years ago, really it was like 23 years ago, in 2000, basically I read an article saying that, cannabis was legal in California, and I was just like, and in Denver, and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? One day it's gonna be legal here. And that basically started my journey into kind of putting cannabis on the forefront of my movements and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I always knew it was gonna happen, I just didn't know when. It took 20 years for it to happen, so, you know what I mean? What I've been doing in this last year since I've been doing it before I became the Grand Marshal, is part of what led to it. I have a podcast called the Heavy Smoke Podcast, where I basically was interviewing legacy operators and people of the culture who've been in this, who may not ever have a voice. So I was basically introducing that voice to them, you know what I'm saying, to the world. So people of color and of culture can see that, we can make money in this. And we could take a step in the right direction to do things that need to be done the correct way, you know what I'm saying? And I've also been facilitating and moderating different panels of, professionals in the industry, so they can give some clarity about what it is and how it translates, not just to cannabis, but to the whole culture through music, art, and fashion, and the things that we love best, you know what I'm saying? This year has been an interesting year. This has been the first year in legal cannabis, not just for New York, but for all the states, you know what I'm saying? From California to New York City. So the way I've been perceiving it this year is, I look at it like I look at the cannabis industry as school. You know what I'm saying? It's a profession that everyone wants to be in, but being that it's brand new and this location, that it's like going to school, and I feel like it's like daycare. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody signed up for daycare. You know, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the game, if you've been in 50 years, if you've been in 3 days. It's a new day. It's a day to start fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's a day to start fresh. So, you know, there's a lot of things that are peeves to me that annoy me a lot with the industry, but I don't really complain about those things because at the end of the day, it's daycare. You understand what I'm saying? And a person like me who actually has been in a long time, you know what I'm saying, and has different perspective and lenses on the game than maybe anyone getting in the game at all, period. I don't care who it is. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I'm there to basically let everyone learn how to walk and talk. You dig? Mm-hmm. Just because you see someone who's of X age or X background doesn't mean that they're going to learn the entire cannabis industry in one day or one night. It's a learning process. You know what I'm saying? With any business and any of these industries across the United States of America and even the world, it takes apprenticeship time to come in. You dig what I'm saying? And when you're in an apprenticeship, that means there's learning stages and people making mistakes and doing things that are not right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for myself, you know, I like executing. I like doing specialty jobs. I don't really like actually teaching the class as opposed to, you know, letting people understand the lessons on their own. You dig what I'm saying? And just hear experiences and things that people go through. You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. So they can listen, and if they comprehend, then maybe they can apply that shit to their own life and make their journey easier, or even make their journey fun. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really have too many gripes. You know, like I said, it's a new industry. You can't get mad at the baby for, you know what I'm saying, when they don't know no better. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And even the people who have been in, who think that they're veterans, they have to realize too that this game is on reset. You know what I'm saying? And either you're gonna play or you're not gonna play, and you just have to choose what it is you're gonna do. Coining the word Piff, I didn't coin it because I don't eat off that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the word Piff, that's something that came off my desk as far as designated for glossary and cannabis. You understand what I'm saying? For weed. That's something that, you know, it's for the culture. You know, I never really coined it because I always felt it was for the culture. I could have been trademarked that when I did it. I was trademarking everything. I could have did that too. But I really felt like, you know, it was too many moving parts, and some things, it spreads like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I could say that I said first or I did first, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave it where it's at in the culture. We are the resource, like I said. So it's nothing. You dig what I'm saying? Well, in my days of the music, prior to that, I had the Purple Haze uptown. You know what I'm saying? So being the only black vendor, you know what I'm saying, African American, you know what I'm saying, it put me in a special category, and I was doing a lot of marketing for that. You know what I'm saying? I had linked up with Jim Jones and Cameron and Jewels, via Jewels, you know what I'm saying? And I was figuring out marketing for my company and how I was going to move. And everything I was doing at the time was based on weed. You know what I'm saying? My relationships with diplomats was based on weed. My relationships with the streets was based on weed. My relationships with the Dominicans was based on weed and money. You know what I'm saying? So at the time when I first came up with the name Purple City, you know what I'm saying, there was already a group on not a group, but a crew, like a drug crew on the east side called Purple City Gang. You know what I'm saying? And they was known for purple, and they was known for crack though. You understand what I'm saying? Selling drugs and shit like that. And when they got locked up, and around, I think, what was that? Not 2, not 3, not 4, around that time, you know, that shit was over to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I came out with the Purple City shit, it was really about the weed. It wasn't about crack. It wasn't about nothing that they was doing on that type of time. You dig what I'm saying? And I had a couple names. I had Purple Heights. I had, because I was in Washington Heights with it. I had some other shit. All I know is that when me and Jim was sitting there, he was like, man, fuck that. We naming that shit Purple City. Name that shit Purple City, my nigga. I was like, word, all right, fuck it. I like that shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I just ran with that shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? In my own way, in my own unique way. You know, years later, it was a lot of talk like, oh, Purple. And we, you know, they from the east side, we all linked up. Everything was love. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Harlem shit, real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I was never signed to any rappers or nothing like that. I always was the boss of my own situation. You know what I'm saying? When it came to Purple City, I was the owner of that company. You dig what I'm saying? I empowered and made a platform so other people could do their numbers and do whatever they did. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, we were all Byrdgang. We looked at it like, you know, before we started trademarking and LLCing our company names, because that's basically what happened. You know what I'm saying? Before I came out with Purple City Byrdgang, I had to do some legal work because I was like, it ain't no way that niggas is gonna try to, you know what I mean? So I went and trademarked my shit, LLC'd my shit up, and I trademarked LLC Purple City, you dig? So we came out with the song Purple City Byrdgang. And I remember vividly the day of the video, Jim pulled out his little trademark paper, was like, yo, I trademarked Byrdgang. And I was like, oh, word? Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Good, because Purple City is my shit. You feel me? And it was like Purple City Byrdgang. In the beginning, it was just a song. We just all felt like we called ourselves the Byrdgang because we all had our own little birds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, my shit tatted. I got the tattoo Byrdgang on my shit. That's before it was even a rap group. That was just as homies on some, like, you know what I'm saying? This our thing type shit. You know, I actually, before it came out, I actually put them to the studio, fucked with them for a little while, you know what I mean? Listened to the whole album, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, vibed with them, you know what I'm saying? Got out of there, you dig? Like, I never made a mistake. Like, I don't live with regrets. I don't live with none of that shit. Some things I might resent, but I don't regret. Everything was by design, you know what I'm saying? And behaviors is behaviors, like, but as far as being wrong and making mistakes, I'm a learner. So if I did something, I already fixed it. You dig what I'm saying? I already moved on to the next phase. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't really acknowledge mistakes like that. You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. If someone has a gripe and they, you know what I mean? I try to see it their way, you know, but I'm a man who believes in one thing. I'll tell you this, what I really believe. I believe that there's one creator, you dig what I'm saying? And there's one God, and I'm under that. So when it comes to man and all of these expectations, my expectations is to God, and everyone is a sinner and everyone is falling short. So I don't like passing judgment, and I don't like judgment being passed on myself. When it comes to playing in the devil's playground, it's each man his own, man. You know what I'm saying? There really aren't too many words of wisdom for those playing in it, because everyone who's playing it knows what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? There's choices that we've made in these journeys to be vibrant and express ourselves, even in times of anger and sadness. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes those emotions take you into dark places. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, for myself, this year, my Apple list of music, my top 100 songs, it might be 2 rap songs on them joints, man. It might be 2 rap songs on the whole list. I don't listen to that frequency. I'm on love frequency. You dig what I'm saying? I want to show love. I want love to be shown back. I don't want to be distracted by any other nonsense. You dig what I'm saying? Nothing, like nothing. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to pollute the terabytes of my brain with shit that is not good for my system. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't even want to promote that to anyone else. So basically what I would say to new artists is make authentic, genuine music, man. Talk about your pain, talk about your struggles, talk about your successes. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about what you're going to do to somebody or that you're not going to do, or manifest yourself into doing something that it's not good for you or anyone else around you. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? Be honorable in your rhymes. Be honorable in the things you represent. You know what I'm saying? Don't just try to fit in to a crowd of motherfuckers trying to figure it out, because now you just downgraded yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the whole energy that God gave you to create music and to be vibrant. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm about to relaunch the podcast. I'm going to be dropping new episodes. You know what I'm saying? Old episodes, that I had in the stash, just to kind of like cap off, you know what I mean, the vibes. About to relaunch, whole new energy, whole new things I'm about to put the people onto. You dig what I'm saying? I'd rather show and tell, you know what I'm saying? Show y'all and tell y'all and let y'all get the opportunity to be a part of that and to be a consumer to some fly shit. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what I like to do. I like to moderate products, lifestyle, fly frequency. You dig what I'm saying? Top of the line weed. Look where I'm at, Runs. You dig what I'm saying? It's the Runs Gang family. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of products, merchandise, things of that nature. Make sure you go to runs.com. Make sure you go to smokersclub.com too. You know what I'm saying? Go get the merch right now. Like, as soon as you see this, make sure you put Bubzy, put code Bubzy. Even if you don't get a discount, just tell them I sent you. That's it. Don't even matter. I ain't looking for no money off that. You heard? Harlem, being born and raised in Harlem feels good. You know, I'm a person who is very diverse. I'm all over, you know what I'm saying? I really work with all nationalities. I'm not a person who deals with everybody, but I am accepting of everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Being from this town is a beautiful thing. It makes me feel good to be a part of fashion. It makes me feel good to be a part of art. It makes me feel good to be a part of music. And now finally, my #1 asset, Cannabis, which was gifted from the gods. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a gatekeeper, but I am a wielder of the tool. You heard what I'm saying? And you know, it feels really good, man. It really feels good to have all those 4 aspects of humanity at the top of the pedestal due to location of where I'm from. You dig what I'm saying? Harlem, a beautiful thing, man. Harlem, USA. Make sure y'all tap in. Harlem World, you know the vibes. Home with Big L, Kim, Mace, Jim, Jewels, you know, Vacant Lot, the whole Dougie Fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit is real out here, my nigga. You heard? Shout out to Dapper Dan. You see, I had the mock big bro look today for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hoodie with the sharp collar, with the ascot, you know what I'm saying? With the hat, shut up, whole fit, you know. Shout outs to Harlem, B. You heard? Check out for my Legacy Adventures about to launch in Uptown in New York City area. That's gonna be epic. Shout outs to Gotham Bud, Con Bud, Turp Brothers, Smacked, Good Grades, Housing Works, Union Square, all the cannabis legal dispensaries that are housing heavy smoke, pre-rolls. Go check them out if you're in the New York area. Shout outs to my partners in Smokers Club. Shout outs to my partners in Runs. Shout outs to my partners in the heavy smoke cannabis industry. Shout outs to everybody who got their car licenses, everybody who opened their dispensary this year, everybody who took 5-10 steps backwards to take 1 step forward this year. Shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to the mayor's office. Shout outs to Dashida Dawson. Shout outs to Duchess. Shout outs to my man Pacino Bing. You know, shout outs to my business manager Shayna. Shout outs to my man Marv. Shout outs to, of course, Johnny Shipes and Smoke Desert. That's my Smokers Club family. You know what I'm saying? Family, them niggas over everything. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout outs to the whole Dipset. Shout outs to Harlem. Shout outs to everywhere. Shout outs to Cali. Shout outs to Cannon T. Shout outs to Backpack Boys. Shout outs to those Backpack Boys for real. You know, man, my man Juan. We got the drop right now in Cali, going crazy, heavy smokes. Shout outs to my man Phils for being the gatekeeper or the controller of the Skittle strain. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my nigga. Shout outs to Gas House. Shout outs to my man Felix. And those good guys over there being black entrepreneurs in this shit and really paving the way, you know what I'm saying, for all of us. You dig what I'm saying? Shout outs to the Gumbo Gang. Shout outs to everybody doing their shit, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, shout outs to Certs. Shout outs to Happy Monkey. We all came up in this shit, you know what I'm saying? Just doing what we do best, man. Being the culture, being a resource, being vessels for everyone that wants to monetize this shit that we do so effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? Shit that we wake up in our sleep and do. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to y'all for mocking us. You heard? We love y'all. Word. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Shiest Bubz, Grand Marshal of this New York cannabis shit. You already know. You watching Posse TV. We outside.